Finally got the Schoenfeld headers in. These are the Tri-Y headers. It's got a 1 3/4 tube into a 1 7/8 tube, and these two tubes join into one. You can see right there. So two tubes join into one, and then the other two tubes join into one on the bottom. That supposedly keeps some top end horsepower but improves bottom end torque. These things are massive. It took a little work to get them to fit. There's one spot I'm going to have to clearance here. If you look at see the bell housing right there? Right in the dead center. There we go. I need to shave that little bracket down right there. And then on the other side, I had to do a bit of work on one of the tubes. So you can see this tube, it looks like it's touching the frame. You just can't tell in the camera. It's got about I'd say 1 centimeter of clearance, and that's whiteout that you see on there. I use whiteout to mark it, but I had to dimple in the tube. Can't really tell from up here. Let's see if you can tell from down here. Yeah, there we go. That might be a little better. See, that's a bunch of whiteout where I would test fit it and mark it with whiteout and then go shape it a little bit. Shape it, that's a nice word. Bash on it with a ball peen hammer. There we go. So I formed it to fit around here. So this header tube went from like a 1 7/8 to like a 1.5 inch from all the bashing on that tube. But to be honest with you, these are the only headers that are going to fit with the modifications. And the problem is, see how this oil pan is a kick-out oil pan here? So that rules out the Hooker Super Competition headers. And then I looked at some Hedman headers, and the Hedman headers do not have a D-port shaped exhaust header, which these are the Brodix Track 1 heads, and they have a D-port shape. I looked at some of the Hedmans, and it was a square port, which would work if it was big enough. Like the Hooker Super Competitions had a square port, but the port was big enough to work with the D port, but it wouldn't fit on the driver's side. So these, and then the Hedmans, was a square port, but the square port was way smaller than the D port. So these look really, really good. Let's go look. I also had to massage the floor pan on the passenger side. Take a look under here. So you can see the clearance here is incredible. Actually, I might bend this up a little bit so I can, because I've got plenty of room for the exhaust pipe to clear. So I might bend that up to get some more ground clearance. But this side's pretty awesome. Look at that. And I had to shape the floorboard just a little bit to get that in there. Just had a little put a dent in it, and there's again the whiteout where I marked it. But it's actually in there good. It's not touching. So there's the exhaust. I don't know if you can see it from under here, but it's done. Here's where I'm going to have to clear on the the driver's side. You can see I marked with some whiteout where it's touching on the bell housing. Alright, this is going to be crooked, but there you go. You see, so these brackets are actually, you can take the headers apart by undoing the bolt. I guess if you need to do some sort of work on it, that's what those brackets are. Here's a better shot. See, they're all held together with brackets so you can disassemble the headers. These are really circle track headers, but you know, I guess that'll work. Anyway, thanks for watching.